Hello, everyone. My name is Mike, and I'm an addict. I'm also a person of long term recovery. And what that means is it's been over 9 years since I've seen fit to get high on drugs or alcohol. I would like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to come and share my story of recovery today. Um, I started my journey into addiction probably about 15. Pretty average teenage stuff, I guess. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Then things got to be more of a habit, but still recreational. I was able to function at a decent level with the things that I was using, using light during the week, more on the weekends, stuff like that. And that continued throughout my 20s. I had the whole work hard, play harder ideology. You know the story. Um, I had a pretty good job. I had a family, house, cars, coached my son's ball team. I had a pretty decent life. And then about 30, I met my drug of choice, and that was the beginning of the spiral. But that still took a while, though, because we were able to maintain that recreational status for years. Work all week, stay up all weekend, repeat, that sort of thing. And that's how my addiction got its talons so deep into me. It was all subtle stuff at first. There was just little pieces of my life that were falling away, not big chunks. Um, and so by the time that I realized how deep I was into it, it was kind of too late. By the time I seen what it was costing me, the madness and the chaos had somehow become normal everyday life. And one day I looked around and it seemed like everything in my life had to do with drugs. There was nothing more. The people I hung out with, the people I associated, all this stuff. I was a tattoo artist and I had a little talent for it, but the art wasn't even as important as the partying and the using and living that low rent rock star life. You know what I mean? And so I never took that as far as I probably could have. Um, I pulled my wife into this hell with me, and God knows that we did everything that we could to destroy what was once a beautiful relationship. My relationship with my kids suffered horribly, due to my self-centered ways, and it was all about the high, and nothing else mattered. And finally, enough of it had fallen away that one day I found myself standing there alone, looking at the scorched earth around me, knowing that I had poured the gas on everything that I loved and watched it burn. The wife was gone, the family was gone, the house was gone, cars, the art was gone. It was all gone. Even the lie was gone, and that left me standing there with nothing but the cold hard truth. And that truth is that I was gone, and I didn't know where I had went, and it was a eye opening experience. And then one day I spoke with my wife, and she had gotten clean about a year before I did. And when I spoke to her, it was actually her. It wasn't that shell of a person that I had known a year before that the drugs had left, but it was her. And I realized that if she could find herself again, so could I. And at this point, I had nothing left to lose but my freedom and my life. So I surrendered to it, and she took me to a meeting, and for the first time in a long time, I had hope. And man, I sat in that meeting and I listened, and I kept coming back, and I learned, and I fought my way back out of the depths. And I listened to what y'all told me I had to do, and y'all told me I had to change everything, so I did. I changed my appearance, I changed my job, I changed my attitude, changed the people I hung out with, everything. But the biggest thing I did was I let go of my selfishness. that had fueled my drug use for years. And as I got outside myself and I started doing service work as soon as I could, I started chairing meetings. I started being the GSR of my home group, working on convention committees. And along the way, I found myself again. I found myself respect again. I worked on relationships that I thought were destroyed, and I built those back stronger than they ever were. But I kept listening to y'all, and y'all said, find the winners and stick with the winners. So I did. I found the people that had what I wanted, and I put myself right in the middle of them. And in doing so, I've developed the greatest network and the best friends that I have ever known. I've watched incredible people that at one time were written off by society as nothing but a bunch of junkies and criminals. I've watched them do things that are absolutely amazing. I've seen them get degrees. I've seen them start businesses. I've seen them start families and become productive members of society. And along the way, I noticed that the ones that rise the most are the ones who raise other people up. The ones who give up their time and their experience and their message to give people who are still suffering, who are new to recovery, the same hope that I was given 9 years ago. Over the past couple of years, I've been fortunate enough to work in this industry, and it has been such a blessing. It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. And that's not to say that it can't be heartbreaking at times, because it is. But I can promise you that there has never been a drug or a high or anything that I ever used that can match the feeling that I get from helping someone find their way out of that darkness. So today I sit here before you, not the broken, hopeless shell of a man that walked into that meeting 9 years ago, but a truly happy, blessed, free man that instead of having an existence that revolved around drugs now has a life that is centered around recovery. Just about everything in my life has something to do with recovery. I've rekindled my passion for tattooing by doing free cover-ups for people who have drug-related, hate-related, gang-related tattoos, or that have self-harm scars or any kind of scars that are, track marks, anything that's going to keep them from achieving their full potential because it holds them down. I've also taken my love of motorcycles and I've started a recovery riding club, and whose mission is to reach out and find that person in that lifestyle that might not know that you can ride clean and still enjoy the fellowship and brotherhood that we have. My life is full today. My cup runneth over today. I have got the best friends, the best life. I don't know if I deserve the life I have today, but it's all because of y'all and what y'all did for me. So I thank you all. I thank the people that came before me. I thank the people that came after, because I've learned something from all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share this with you, and have a great day.